Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to show you how to use the carryover function. This is going to be for your more advanced events. Now, in previous, what we've done here is we've created a 2-day event with an average. So I have 21st, I have a single race, I have an average on the 22nd, and I have a single race on the 22nd as well. So that would be your typical Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday with an average. Now let's say we have some side pots. Side pots are a good thing, but we want to make it very simple to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to create us a side pot. Now we could, because we're doing an average in this one, an averages scenario, we need to keep only the events we want to average under a series ID. So if we're not going to be averaging on our side pots, then we need to get them into their own separate series. Now let's say we were going to run, let's just take this to the next step, and let's say we were going to do an average on one of our side pots. So basically, let's go ahead and create another one. We're going to call this side pots. And let's just, for simplicity, we're going to run a 5D average on this side pots. Now I'm going to jump over here because I want to cheat a little bit. I'm going to jump over here to my 21st. I'm going to duplicate this event. Now I'm going to duplicate this into my side pots. No, I don't want to copy the runs. Now I'm going to jump over here. Now I have one here. So let's just say I have a side pot on a use side pot. It's all 5D. Everything's the same. I can change the payout for this one. I can take off the office fee on this one as well. And then I can hit save. Now, in this scenario, I'm not going to carry over here. I'm going to leave all these enabled. But let's jump back over to our regular event, to our regular series. So then let's jump over here. I want to allow carryovers here on my 2 regular runs. So I'm going to carry from my open to my youth just as a straight side pot. Now usually most people will run their youth up front and carry to their open, vice versa. They'll just have a senior side pot and carry each way. It doesn't matter what you name or what you call them. It's just how you understand how the system can work for you, and then you can set it up to handle what you need to. So here now I've got my youth. Now I want to duplicate my youth. Yes, I want to duplicate it. I want to duplicate it into this event, into this series. I'm going to duplicate it. No, I don't want to copy them. I'm not allowing anything here. I can come in, change my dates. So this will be my youth on my 22nd. Then I'm going to save. And of course I can sync real-time, web sync. I can set all that. I can take the exhibitions off my youth because this is just a side pod. I can take off my added money off this one, and I can hit save. It's like, oh, I forgot to do it to my other one, so you can do the same thing here. You can change the payout config on these, whatever you want to do to make it set up for you. So now I've got my side pots going. I can carry over from my open to my side pot. I can do my today's events. And if you notice right here, oops, it's like, wait, why do I have oh, there's my open average, and here's my youth side pot. If I go to my previous event, I have a side youth pot as well for my previous event. So now let's say if I was going to carry over my run from this open to the youth. So now in this scenario, I've already ran my runs, so what I've got is I've got a whole bunch of completed people that I forgot to do my side pots, or they weren't available when I did them, and I need to carry them over. And I'll show you how to do that if you miss one. But let's do one that hasn't ran yet. So let's say I'm going to pull my person back up. Okay, these have all 3 horses are running, so I'm just going to jump in here and make another one. We'll just call it H2. I'm going to auto draw it. Now I also want to sign it up for a carryover, so I can right click again, hit carryovers. Oh, it says I need to save the horse first, so let me save it because I just created it. Now I'll come back in here, click on carryovers, and here it is. I want to carry over to, you can carry over to the same day or a day after. You can't carry backwards, and since I'm working on my second day, or my 22nd, then I can only carry to my 22nd. So I'm going to enable my carryover. You don't have to worry about extended. Extended gets into when you start using first go, second go, short goes, and you're basically going to run your first day event, and then the second day in your open you're going to run a reverse order, and you don't have to go back and reset it. Well, when you use this extended carryover, it'll automatically, when you reverse that order, it will carry the next days into the next day's side pots as well for you. And here's where you can do the buy-in, average buy-in. So hit save. I'm going to save this sign up. So now I'm going to process this entry, get it over there. And so now when I run this event, or when I run this person through, let's see, I'm going to carry 16985. I'm going to calculate, I'm going to save. So they ran. I'm going to jump over here to this use side pot. I can do today's events. See, I refreshed it and it has that person over there. I can run my event. Now everything that gets carried over has a 10,000 plus run number. As you can see, it's there. It's going to auto keep the classifications. It's also going to update the website real time, so forth. In this one, I do an average. I can generate my average. Now I didn't run anything on the first day, but this is the average for my side pot. Nobody qualified again because I didn't do 2 days of running on it. But for demonstration purposes, that's how you can actually run a side pot with an average. Again, anytime you're running the averages on your carryovers and on your side pots, you want to make sure that those events, only those events are underneath a series that are going to be average. So you have to split it out. If I'm not doing any averages on any of my side pots, then I can pile all my side pots up into one under one series. Now, the other thing I was going to show you here is, let's say, okay, well, let's say right here on Danny on Jacked Up, it's like, uh-oh, this one was supposed to be a carryover, it didn't carry over. So I can simply click on it, hit edit, click the carryover, and then come back and set this one to it, hit save, and then simply save the run. Now I have two. Now if a contestant's already ran, that's the only way that you can get them to carry over if you missed it. Is go back and edit them, save the carryover, and go. If they haven't ran, you can do it ahead of time and it'll carry over when you run them through. Alright, so that's how you do carryovers. If you have any questions, let us know.